just trying to set this up so
we are now live.
Live. All right, man. Well, you know, it is what it is. That ain't the right way. All right, hold on. We're fine tuning the equipment. We're fine tuning this equipment, so just fucking cool it.
Just cool it, use.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Cool it, use while we work out some relationship patience right now while he fixes the equipment.
Okay, I'm all set, baby.
So earlier,
it don't matter what angle you get me from. I'm always gonna be sexy. So
sexy as a motherfucker. He ain't never lying either. Man, listen. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Listen here. So earlier when I went live on the Tiki of Talkies, right? Somebody was in there and they were like, I was talking about the space that we've created here, right? In terms of the stuff that we talk about and how right now we were going to do some relationship talk and stuff like that, right?
Relationships.
Yeah. And he said that his wife cheated on him.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
He said his wife cheated on him. This was a while back and he was still there and still in the marriage, right? And so I shared with them that I have a daughter and, what her age is around her, roughly her age. And that sometimes she asks these crazy off the wall questions, right? And a while back, she asked, what if you were cheated on? Like, what would you do? Would you forgive and stay in the relationship? Or would you leave? Would you just like walk away?
And what was your answer?
I said it depends.
Hold on. Wait. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
You mean, what the fuck do you mean, baby? If somebody cheats on you, man, that is a dead ass no forgiveness. There is no coming back from that. I mean, the only way that I'll forgive somebody for cheating on me is that they was like literally being held like hostage and had that motherfucking Down syndrome or some shit.
Man, listen here.
Or not Down syndrome. What's that shit?
No. Hello, Wyona. How are you?
Hello,
governess. No. So listen. Here was my thing. It really does depend. I think is there an echo? I hope they can hear me with my mic.
No, it's I think I can hear you just fine. You're probably hearing because I can't turn it down all the way for some reason.
Oh.
It don't mute, so I don't know.
So here's what I explained earlier, is that it does depend. It depends on what is the longevity of the relationship. If this is a 30-year marriage and you guys got kids and you feel like it's a relationship worth saving and somebody fucked up, right? You or the other person, whatever, but you feel like it was a mistake, it's not something that would ever happen again, you know what I mean? Then you work on healing, you figure out how you got there, and you address the situation, right? He's growling now. Listen here. He's growling. What the fuck?
Man, listen. I swear to fucking God, man, don't you ever put up with that shit. Don't you ever put up with that shit. There is so much female toxicity in the world, right? That you guys got, man, and the way men get treated nowadays, right? Like, women will think that exactly what Maya said, right? If women expect that shit from us, they just legitimately expect that shit from us because they think that, well, most guys only think with their dicks anyway, but nonetheless, right?
I don't agree.
Man, whatever, dude.
I don't agree.
I'll tell you one thing. If you can't trust somebody, right, then you ain't got no business fucking with them, dead ass.
Right. Well,
you know what I mean?
Obviously, I do think that there's instances, right? That's why I'm saying it depends. Like, if
how can you accidentally fuck somebody?
You don't accidentally fuck somebody.
How do you mistakenly fuck somebody?
If I'm not giving you 100% of me, if I am being neglectful, if I am not being present as your significant other, if I'm not, if I just don't put any effort toward our relationship and I just fucking assume you're going to be there because you've been there, and I'm not doing anything to make you, happy or satisfied. I'm not, putting any effort toward the relationship. And you're in a place where you're not feeling that your needs are being met. You're emotionally abandoned, right? And you meet someone or something, or I don't know, and something happens, right? I have to own my part of that, right?
Man,
And
fuck no, you don't, man. That's bullshit, dude. Whoever told you that, man, they ain't thinking out of the right brain. Because let me tell you something, man. Communication is key. Communication is motherfucking key to anything, any relationship, whether it's like a friendship, like a family relationship, romantic relationship. It does not matter, right?
you know what?
You need to communicate with your partner. Like, hey, listen, man. Like, I need some pajag. I need some Jeep. Something. Do something. Jack me off. Fuck. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's no hell. Fuck no, man. You don't, because listen, man. You're worth more than your partner. You gotta love yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
relationships are complex, babe.
man,
You know
what the fuck? Listen, are you cheating on me or something?
what the fuck? No, I'm not cheating on you. What the fuck? Listen, but you know what's funny? Sophia had the exact same answer you're saying. She said, absolutely
Man,
not.
dead ass, dude.
Sophia was like, absolutely not. There's no coming back from that. There's no forgiving that. It's walk away time. You know, that's it. And I was like, well, fuck, wait a minute. If this is a 30-year marriage and you have grown children, you have a whole lifetime behind you guys, and someone
man, that whole
once,
lifetime, though,
right?
Man, was a fucking that was fraudulent.
No, it wasn't.
Listen, man, listen, that shit, that bitch wanted to go and get some dick.
How do you know it wasn't the dude that fucked somebody else? I'm just saying.
Because you said it was a dude.
No, in the case, right? But right now I'm speaking in generalities. Like,
oh my lord, now we're gonna.
No, in generality. So, like, it doesn't matter if it was the girl that fucked somebody else or the guy that fucked somebody else. Like, if this is a relationship or a marriage of 30-some years, 20-some years, there's children. They have a whole history, ups and downs, good times and bad times, all that shit. And somebody, one of the two, went and fucked up, right?
Yeah.
But they still feel like that marriage is worth saving.
Man,
you know, then you fucking heal it. You figure out how you got there. And you fix it, and that's that. Now, if it's someone that you know you'll never be able to trust again, that can't be built again, or you don't have it in you, or whatever.
So maybe that's how I should say it, Dan. Because if you cheat on me, I'm not gonna trust you. I'm just dead ass not gonna trust you. I gave you the biggest part of me, the most important aspect of who I am, right?
Wyona says, I'm with Oja. Cheating equals bye, bitch.
Dead ass, dude. Like, fucking see, motherfucker.
Man, and listen, maybe this is an example of my own, like, I don't know, like the way that I have been taught to think and feel, right? I just feel like relationships, you put so much of yourself into them, right? And
you do, man. But I mean, like, you don't listen. I don't think that you should dip out in relationships, right? I don't think that leaving your partner should be the first thing in your brain, right? Ever. Unless you're fucking cheating, right? Getting some fucking D on the low on the side.
Okay, maybe it wasn't it.
Fucking G.
Maybe no one's fucking somebody else. Maybe they're communicating with somebody else. Maybe they're having lunch with somebody else. Maybe they're whatever, but hasn't gotten physical. Is that still cheating?
Do you want me to, is that my hell yeah, man. Listen, if I'm walking around downtown, right, and I happen to see you sitting here all cuddled up with some motherfucker, I don't know, some fella, some female, it don't matter to me, right?
It's all my cousin, my auntie or something.
We're gonna find out. Listen, ask her about the pregnancy test. Ask her about that pregnancy test.
Man, we are doing this shit. We are
dead ass.
We are dead ass. Okay, man, listen.
Yeah. So we had some things like potentials, right? And she was all late on her period or whatever, right? And she kept saying that there's a small chance that I could be pregnant or whatever, right? So I just let that shit go because I stopped thinking about it. And I come in here one day, man, and I'll be a fucking monkey's uncle if there's not a fucking thing a whole ass box.
The second one's in here, just so you know.
A pregnancy test. Shits, right? Listen, we had company. Do you think I gave a fuck? Hell no, I don't care.
He did not.
That's how serious I take that shit. Because I would never. There's not a woman on the planet right now that can say that I am in their inbox in any appropriate way or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the women that I talk to, I keep it friendly. I keep it cordial. I keep it like, I'm there for you, whatever, right? But I don't do the romantic shit. I don't like. Winona says she's in here. You can ask her. I don't do that. Like, ooh, you're looking beautiful today, or some other shit. That ain't my place. I got a female. You know what I mean? So that's where. And if you, man, listen. If I fuck around and find out, man.
My daughter was here with her husband in the living room, and we was talking about something I don't remember. And all of a sudden, my bedroom door like swings open. Okay, and he is in the frame of the bedroom door holding a pregnancy test box. Right? He's like, "Is there something you want to tell me?" And I was like, "That's a pregnancy test?" Like, you know what I mean? Oh no. No, he was not fucking having that shit. Well, and here's the thing. I was late on my period. Chances were slim, but there was still a chance, right? So I took a pregnancy. I was 11 days late, for fuck's sakes. Okay? So I took a test. His thing was I didn't tell him I was taking a test. I wasn't aware I was supposed to. I wasn't aware I was supposed to, like,
hold up.
swing it by him.
No, man. Let's keep this shit 100 now. So she tells me, right, I'm not going to tell you that I'm pregnant for a month if I get pregnant, right?
That was later. That was after that happened.
Yeah, later that night, later that evening. And she's like, so in case, like, because I got problems, so I'm all fucked up in the head.
I got problems.
Yeah. And I got some serious anger issues, man. And I got some, very big depression issues, right? Like suicide's always, it's always in the foremost part of my brain, right? And so she thinks that she's going to protect me by not telling me that she's pregnant until she's sure that the thing's like cooking or whatever, right? And I'm like, man, fuck no, hell no, man, fuck no. Listen, you women will stand on the fucking rooftops screaming about, my body is my body, so on and so forth, right? Like you're making that baby all by yourself or something like that, man. Like a motherfucking dude isn't emotionally invested in that shit, right? You know what I mean? Like, but you can't give him the honor and the respect, not only of being your man, right, but being your potential baby daddy. That like, look, this is what it is. I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, you guys can't do that shit. And a lot of women. They might not. Well, a lot of women probably do shit like that, to be honest with you. But that mentality, man, that's problematic. Relationships are supposed to be like 100%, 100%, right? Like you guys, like we're supposed to. This is what we do. We try to do 100%, 100%, right? Like I focus on her. I focus on her needs. I'm not a affectionate fella. You know what I mean? But I try to give her everything that I can. Whether it's like support or strength or fucking,
He's affectionate in his way. It's not like the traditional way everybody's like, oh, this and that. But you know what? When he is affectionate, it means so much more, right? Because I know that that's a conscious effort. I know that that's him putting the best of himself out there, right? And yeah, like that shit became a whole ass issue for a minute because I was like, I'm not going to tell you for a month if I end up pregnant because I don't, I know what kind of heartbreak he's been through in terms of that, right? And so I don't want to put him through something like that again. And I wasn't coming from a bad place. I wasn't coming from a selfish place. At least I didn't think so. But he made a good point. He's like, listen, if you do end up pregnant, you didn't make that baby by yourself. And I have a right to know the minute you know. You know what I mean? Like I have every right to know what it is like when you find out. It's not fair for you to find out and then have me sitting back here not knowing shit for a whole last month, And he's right, that's a valid fucking point. So we squashed it. And I was like, all right, if it happens, and who knows if it will, but if it happens, he'll know when I know. And that's what you got to do. You got to talk shit. You got to get mad first. You got to bring the pregnancy test out into the living room. You got to make everybody in the fucking house feel uncomfortable. Then you talk about it. Then you squash it.
Well,
man, listen here. My daughter and her husband were just sitting in that fucking living room on the couch. And then all of a sudden, he just comes swinging that door open with a pink fucking pregnancy test in his hand. What is this? I was like,
it wasn't no screaming going on. I just said it right to her face. I'm like, you got something. But I knew it was uncomfortable because her family was there. But.
And my daughter was like, stress makes your period late. And I was like, well. So cheating, back to cheating. This gentleman's still in the marriage. He's still there. And he says that, he goes to work and he comes home. But then that's the other part of it is somebody else in the chat when we were discussing that, or in the live I did earlier when we were discussing that, was like, but if you forgive that, you have to really forgive that. Like, you can't be fucking bringing that shit up every time you're in an argument, like beating a whole ass dead horse. If you're willing to accept the fact that happened, and you're willing to work on the relationship, and you're willing to forgive that person for having fucked up, then that means you really forgive that person. That isn't just something you say, empty out of just wanting to keep the relationship. Like, you have to really not hold resentment, not be vengeful, and just fucking move forward from there. Because you can't keep bringing it up and throwing it in the other person's face every time you get pissed off. You know,
Jesus ain't got shit on you if you could forgive that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we need to be praying to you. If you could forgive a motherfucker cheating on you, man, like, that's just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because, like, I know when I'm in a relationship, but I invest all of myself into you, right? I invest all myself into you. I try to be like not give you any chances, because you got enough reasons to say no as it is, right? So the last thing I need to be doing is giving you more reasons to dip out on me. But anyway, I don't know, man.
Well, and listen, in past relationships, that is not an accident. That was totally on purpose, right? In the past relationships I've been in, I probably have known shit and overlooked it because I didn't really want to see it. Like, man, I think there was times with one of my exes where I would do laundry and find undergarments that did not belong to me in their laundry.
Fuck that.
And I remember taking these underwear to him, like, what the fuck? I mean, I am not a small woman, okay? And these little thongs, these G-strings were like this thick. And so I was like washing, and it was in his work clothes, and I was like, what the fuck? So I pulled it out and I was like, what the? And I took it to him, but obviously I was I was upset. I was like, what the fuck? Here I am working full time, taking care of his kid, keeping the house, washing his clothes, and some other bitch's underwear is in his clothing, right? I pulled that bitch out and I took it to him, and I was like, my eye's gonna start shaking right now. I took it to him and I was like, what the fuck? Oh, that must have been my brother's. He came and did laundry earlier. It must have fallen out. I was like, this shit was in your work pants. Like, it was not in his. No, I know what you're thinking. I would never. It was my. So in hindsight, yeah, he was probably fucking someone.
Hey, listen, you guys be thinking you're just so slick too. Just be saying the most original, organic,
shit, huh?
Man, listen, that shit's being passed around. That shit's
my brother's,
right?
Fuck's sake.
Man, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I saw it. I knew what it was, but I didn't want to know what it was. You know what I mean? Like, I managed to convince myself, well, maybe it was his brother's. His brother was here doing laundry. His brother did just leave with a fucking load of clean clothes. Maybe that shit got left behind or somehow got mixed up in our dirty clothes. Like, I tried to justify it. I tried to explain it away, because the alternative is having to face the realization that, yeah, your man's probably fucking someone else, and that's never fun. So, I don't know.
No, that shit.
So I got a friend whose wife has clearly survived some shit, and he comes to me for advice because I understand where both of them are coming from.
How do I open the chat up on this thing, you think?
I don't know.
Like, how do you think I do that?
Oh, captions, speed, feedback. Oh, I don't know. You've never been inappropriate, Wyona said. You've just been a big bro, Oja. Honestly appreciate it, because I need that at times.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I want people to love me. And I love everybody. But
Yeah. So now we've established, right? Cheating for Oja is a no fixing. No fixing. For me, I'm not that like I'm not that. I don't know. Like for me it's like a whole other I don't know. Like it's hard for me to he can't deal. He's like trying to hold it in his head. You know
I'm
what
just
I mean?
like, I can't. Like, I want better for you. I want, like,
I do.
I think it comes
listen,
down
I
to
have
like,
better. I have you.
well, no, I mean, I'm just saying, like, so I'm not even gonna put myself in this situation because it's just like it would never happen, right? But like, if you if you was invested in another relationship, right, and that person cheated on you, dude, and then you would accept that. To me, it's just like.
Well, I don't know for sure that I would accept it. Again, when I say work on a relationship or try to heal, I'm talking about like longevity. I'm talking about whole ass lifetimes with somebody. That it's not easy to just be like, I've been with this person for 30 years, right?
Man, I'll be like, see a bitch, get the fuck out
We've
of my
got
house.
grown ass kids. We have, deaths and births and all of these things that have happened, right? Walking away from a whole lifetime because somebody fucked up once. I don't know that I would be able to do that.
That's the thing though. It's like it's not a fuck up. That's not a fuck up. You know what I mean? Like that causes irreparable damage. You know what I'm saying? It's like people that want to argue about the death penalty, for instance, right? They will argue that there are certain situations that requires the death penalty.
I don't believe in the death penalty.
I don't know that I believe in it either. I've never really given it any thought, right?
Yeah.
But there are some states that have it, and there are some states that think that it's legitimately okay, to kill people or whatever for these certain crimes. That's like for me, that's what cheating is. God damn it, that's electric chair status. Ass shit like
so in your whole frame of thinking, cheating is legitimately lethal injection for any relationship.
No. Like torture, stockades. Yeah.
Fucking firing squad. Like what the fuck?
It ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy peasy. Hell no, I'm gonna make you miss me. And see, that's the other thing though, is like
I'm gonna make you miss me, he says.
Hell yeah. Listen, I try to treat you like that though. Whenever I'm in your life, whenever I interact with you, like it's on a day-to-day basis, man. Like I'm gonna make you miss me. Like if you decide that you want to cheat on me or something, I promise you for the rest of your motherfucking life, I'm the only person that you're gonna think about because I try to take up that much space for you, right? Like that's how much I think about you. You know what I mean? I treat you the best way that I can treat you. I give you all of who I am or whatever, man. And if you shit on that, fuck you. Dead ass.
Yeah, no, I hear you, right? My heart isn't that like hard. Like my heart's softer and I like cling to experiences and like I don't know. I don't know. Wyona says, see, I used to be like Maya, but after my ex-husband and what he did, I can't anymore. So now I'm like Oja. It's just nope, period. I'll mourn and move on. Sorry if I'm spelling wrong. I'm multitasking by listening to you guys and working.
Look at that.
Oh, nice. Aw, thanks for hanging out with us while you're at work. Yeah, and I guess experience and life experiences do kind of change how you view things and your perspectives and how you would react to certain things, right? But like, I don't know. So there's that cheating, right? The other thing that I was talking about in my life is some of the doozies that we've had, right? In terms of arguments. Obviously, it has never gotten violent. It has never been like physical or anything, but there have most definitely been.
She knows what it is. No, I'm just joking.
There have most definitely been some motherfucking like outdoor adventures at 1 o'clock in the morning, like whole ass I'm going for a walk after midnight, and then I'm just like, where the fuck are you going? You know what I mean? And I'm the kind of person where I will beat a fucking dead horse. He could be like, I'm done talking about it. And I'm like, but you didn't hear me. I said I'm done talking about. But what I want to say is, I said I'm done talking about it.
Ain't trying to hear that shit.
Listen, I will fucking until I feel like I've gotten out what I need to say. I will continue to push the issue. Listen, I grew up with a mom that would follow my father around the house, like he would actively try to like remove himself from the argument, and my mom would be right behind him, and right behind him, and my dad would just be like, "Fuck!" And unfortunately, I mean, I try not to do that, but I'm guilty. Like, I will keep trying to, and I want to talk about shit. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk until it's fixed. And Oj is the kind of person where he needs to think. He needs to, like, he needs quiet. He needs to, like, work shit out in his brain. He needs a minute to kind of organize his thoughts and figure out what his next fucking, you know, action is going to be or whatever. And I'm just like, no. You know, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it right now. I want to talk about it until we fix it. I want to talk about it until you understand me. I want to talk about it until we both can't talk about it anymore. And it drives him up it drives him to get out of his comfortable little chair or bed or whatever and put his shoes on.
Hey, look at our dog.
After midnight and leave the
Hey, roll your ass over, motherfucker. Is he laying right?
No. Zagadewin. Roll over. Oh.
Roll your punk ass over.
Lie down.
Lay down.
Good boy. Our dog's a pain in the ass, guys.
Man, listen. Yeah, we got to get another procedure done for this fucker.
Yeah. His wiener's messed up again because he keeps rubbing it on stuff.
This is what I don't understand when it comes to cheating, though, right? I don't understand the need to cheat. Like, if it gets to the point, like, I understand there's people like variety. You know what I mean? Not people ain't so loose about what.
I think he's like, people like variety, and I'm like, you better be satisfied with what you got. People what now?
They like they don't hold on to the whole concept of sex or like the theology or ideology of sex as tight as they used to back in the day, right? So everybody's a little bit more, you know, agreeable to it or whatever, right? But I don't see what the problem with just being like, I'm not locking myself into a relationship. I'm just not ready for a relationship. Like, I understand, like, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Women, they don't know how to take no for a fucking answer with the fuck, right? It turns into this cat and mouse game. It turns into this like a challenge, right? Women like a challenge. And when you ain't trying to get into a relationship, man, I think that a lot of women see that shit as a challenge and they really start like placing these, you know, incredible expectations on you. While you're just like, I'm not ready for a relationship. You know what I mean?
Listen. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ben.
So I understand it can be difficult. You know what I mean? I understand it, like, especially if you're a fella that doesn't like to hurt feelings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're my girl, whatever, right? But to be honest with you, man, I think that I don't think that that's right morally, for one. And then I just don't think that that's the way a man should act. You know what I mean? If you got something on your chest, man, you should speak what's on your chest. If you want, you know, if you want to catch chlamydia, then just like look.
Just say that.
Yeah, just be like, hey, I'm down with the STDs, so I'm not gonna stay. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna be in a relationship, man, like you got to be in that relationship. You can't be in a relationship giving your attention to other people. You know what I mean? And that's why I think that it's cheating when you know, when like she go through my phone any motherfucking time she wants. I don't give a fuck.
I've never done it though.
She never has, but I'm just saying, like, dude, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll leave the motherfucker laying around. That bitch would be winding the fuck over. I don't care, right? Unless I'm gonna go take a shit. Because I like to play on my phone when I poop.
We're both that way though. Like, I'll leave my shit in here and shower, or hey, can I use your phone? Here's my phone. Do what you got to do. Like, we're both like that. And I don't listen. Let me say something though. can we talk about dignity, right? And self-respect. If you knew the lengths that I went to, right? Or not the lengths that I went to,
Hey,
but
look how fat my stomach is.
baby.
Holy Christ, that thing looks like a fucking beach ball. Jesus, Lord have mercy. All right, go ahead. I just noticed that. Holy fuck.
Settle down. The obstacle course I was put through before entering in a relationship with this man, right? But it speaks to the self-respect he has for himself, right? Like his dignity. Most guys are just like, they'll meet some girl on fucking wherever the fuck they are, social media, a club, wherever. And they're just like, dang, what's up? Here's my number, whatever. And then they're talking, and the next thing you know, they're fucking and whatever. No. Like, legitimately, he needed to make sure that I was friend worthy, that I was reliable, that I was, that he was able to trust me before anything like even remotely close to being called his girlfriend was even on the table. Like, dead ass. Like, can you fucking shoulder what it's going to be like to be in my life? Because he knows like what comes with that, right? And I don't think very many men do that. Like, I've never met anybody like my whole ass adult life that really values a female that they feel like they could be friends with, that they could trust, and really, pursues her in that way. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think that though, but for me, right? Listen, I got to be able to fuck with you. You got to be able to think with me. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to fuck with me. You know what I mean? And so if you're some old fucking bottom feeding bitch, right, that's dumb as a box of rocks and can't carry on the conversation.
I just got like
I
just got like 6 names go across my fucking head right now when you said
Mama Bird, it's like I'm just playing. Snowbird, I know you was trying to hit it. Whatever. But
what about the leader of the pack?
Who, Mama Bird?
No. Miss fucking.
That's so gross.
That's so gross, he said. That's so gross. Okay, whatever. Anyway, you were saying?
I forgot now, man.
Man, that shit sidetracked the whole fucking conversation.
Man, that shit's gross.
Man. So
motherfuckers were fucking bitches too, man.
That's, man, look here. You gotta be able to fuck with me. I gotta be able to fuck with you.
Yeah, I mean, because I wanted a relationship. You know what I mean? I wasn't looking for some fucking pussy 2,000 miles away. You know what I mean? Because I would never come out here if that was the case.
He ain't mine either, because I remember I tried to get on him one time. And was like, I said some shit about him being mine or some shit, or not talking to somebody or some shit. And he was like, you can't lock this down. You can't lock this down from fucking 3,000 miles away. Like, that shit ain't going down like that. And I was like,
but I kept that shit real with you, right?
Yeah.
Instead of giving you an expectation, allowing you to place an expectation on me, right?
Yeah.
That would later potentially got your feelings hurt, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you got to think about that. Like, I know, like, women, they want, like, you got to think, man. You got to think outside of your fucking prey or whatever, man. You know what I mean? Like, how good is this guy for me? Like, is this, like, man, listen, I fucked up one time in my life. Like, super seriously, right? And I got this lady pregnant, man, that didn't deserve to get pregnant. And the reason I don't have 1,000 kids on this planet is because I wanted to raise my child with somebody that I knew was worth, raising my child, right? Well, obviously, as you see, that wasn't the case, right? So now I know, like, I can't have no give. I can't let there be no slack in my decision-making process when it comes to being in a relationship. You know what I mean? Because I know the kind of person that I am. I know the expectations that I have, and that whatever. I don't know.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, there was no fucking play there. There was no games. There was no like, fucking let me just give her a little and, whatever, get what I want, right? Or let me just let her think that this is what it is, or string her along, or, you know what I mean? Just to keep me in his back pocket or whatever, right? There was none of that. Like, legitimately, I tried to be like, who the fuck you talking to, or like, you're mine or whatever. And he's like, nah, listen, hold up. You're like a whole ass 3,000 miles away. We ain't ever sat at the same table. We ain't ever been in the same fucking room. You know what I mean? We can't, that ain't happening. Well, things progressed. We ended up making arrangements. We knew he was going to come out here, and, shit switched up and it became serious, right? But from jump, he was very honest and transparent about what he wanted, the type of woman he wanted in his life, and what qualities and characteristics she needed to have, right? He was very honest about himself in terms of what I could expect from him, right? There was never any like, oh, this, that, I'm a big ass fucking baller, or, you know what I mean? Like, he was very honest from jump, right, about what I could expect, so I didn't make any fucking false expectations in my head about something and then feel like I was, duped or whatever. Not at all.
Yeah.
And I just think that too many people don't take the time to like really do that. Like they just jump in because they're like, oh, he's fine. Oh, she's cute. Oh, I want to fuck. Well, I want to fuck too. All right, cool, whatever. And if that's your thing, bro, like if that's your thing, cool, do your thing. Like if casual sex is your deal, then casual sex is your deal. I am not going to shame anybody about the choices they make. I can only speak from a space that I take.
I know if you come around me, you better let me know though, man, so I can have my gloves on.
This fucker.
Man, ain't nobody around here trying to get nothing, man. I'm 43 years old. Never had an STD. I want to keep it that way.
Listen, and
catch
like
that shit from shaking somebody's motherfucking hand.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's a whole different vibe with him, and whether this stuff helps anyone or not, I have no idea. But I know that I've never been with somebody that has been this like transparent and honest. Listen, if he speaks to any of his exes, if he talks to anybody, like he's like, hey, I talked to so and so today, or so and so hit me up, or hey, I'm gonna call so and so, all right? And I'm just like, all right, cool. Like I know that I don't have anything that I need to be worried about, because if anything goes down, I'm gonna hear it from him first. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of shit that
hell yeah. So listen, if anybody listens to this shit, you figure out who I am and you inbox me, I'm gonna embarrass you.
I'm gonna embarrass you. He's like, I'm gonna put your ass on blast so fast.
That ass. Legit.
So fast.
I ain't got time for that shit, man. And then that's another thing. Like, I wouldn't want to surround myself with that kind of person anyway. That thought that it was cool to do shit like that, right? Let me just speak on something real quick, man. Listen, I know you're gonna be in here creeping my fucking life because you're a weird lady, right? But let me tell you something, weird lady. Listen, I see you out there shooting shots again, man. You out here talking about how you like to fight for, native rights and shit like that, right? Now you're the foremost authority on all things Indian, because you got yourself a little book club or some old shit, right? Let me tell you something, man. Like the way you treat people, dude, that's all you do is use people. That's not how you treat people, man. Like you don't treat people good. You're not good to people. You're trying to get like famous or something, trying to get your name fame out there or whatever, right? Off the back of somebody else's trauma, dude. Like, man, you're all fucked up, man.
And that's the thing, right? This relationship discussion doesn't necessarily only have to do with romantic relationships, right? It can also have to do with so-called friendships. And it really sucks when you think you have a friendship with someone and it turns out that you never did, right? That you never did. And it does. It sucks because you start to like, when you do, you invest. And when you become friends with someone and you actually consider them a friend, you literally start taking bricks down from the wall that you put up between you and other people, right? You start to go ahead and deconstruct that wall a little, and you start to feel comfortable, and you start to trust that person a little bit, and you share things with them that maybe you wouldn't tell other people. You legitimately think, oh, this person is my friend, right? And for us, for Oja especially, man, for him to call you a friend, it takes a whole hell of a motherfucking lot. He doesn't call just anybody a friend. You know, he doesn't call just anybody a sibling, or, you know, you ain't in his inner circle because he's, you know, shared a couple messages with you. Like, it takes a lot. And so for him to put you there and then find out that you weren't any of that, right? It takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on you because then you got to fucking put all them bricks back up. You got to put all that shit back up where you took it down because you thought you were in the presence of or in the company of someone that you could trust, right? So I just want to say to that one person, you ain't shit, bitch. Like,
That ass.
you ain't
Right.
shit, and like
I
you're
hope
a
you say
fucking
something.
disappointment.
Listen,
Like,
I swear to God, I hope you say something. I hope to God I see something on social media, because if I do, man, I'm gonna put you out there so on blast, bro. Like, man, I'm gonna put all your little text messages out there. I'm gonna put all that shit out there. How you treat people, man. You talk bad about everybody. That's not like, as a man, I would never, like, man, look. And then another thing, man, why you keep chasing this old motherfucker down, man? Come on, gross ass.
yeah. So
Fucking
anyway,
nasty, man.
anywho,
I'm all mad now.
I know. So he's all mad now. We was talking about love and relationships, and now he's all mad. I'm not one for empty sex. Just makes one feel empty. It's true. It does.
It does.
It does. Like, I never understood. Like, some folks are good at that shit. Some folks can just fuck, and it's like no big deal, right? Um, I always end up with feelings. Like, I just
Man.
literally, the way I feel is like when you sleep with somebody, you are gifting them a part of you, right? You're literally giving yourself to them. And so to take that so fucking lightly, or to take that and just be like, whatever, it's just a fuck. Like, I get it. Sex is it's a physical necessity, right? It is a biological function that brings pleasure. I understand that. I get it. And I understand folks that can have sex and just be like, whatever, I just want to fuck. I just want to come. All right, cool. You know, unfortunately, I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, I've never been able to do that. Like that, I don't know. There's just too much emotion like wrapped up in it for me. So I get you. I get you when you say that it makes you feel empty. It makes me feel empty too. Like, it just, the thought of it is off-putting. But whatever floats people's boat, you know.
Man, some people be getting down like that too, though, man. I don't know, man. I don't know that we should. I would pass judgment on them necessarily. You know?
Yeah, no, I don't pass judgment on them.
Value your peers, the more.
And you know what? It's the same shit on the other side of the spectrum, right? It's the same thing for folks that automatically or like invest their entire self super quickly. Like, there's people that could have a conversation with someone 1 or 2 days and they're like, I'm in love.
Legit, like, that's my best friend.
Yeah.
I've known him. Like, that's why it always perplexed me that all that nonsense that you hear on TikTok, right? Family and brother and sister, and then realistically though, like, they don't really treat each other like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you guys be so quick to just in relationships. This is just a conversation about relationships, you know? But you guys be so quick to just like, man, give up all the bad news, like all the bad things. It's like you guys are in these relationships with each other. Legitimately, you guys are got whole ass screenshots. Like, you go into this relationship just looking to set a motherfucker up, just like looking for a reason to be on point and like, you know, drag somebody through the mud.
Fucking saving conversations from 7 months ago.
I know, right? Like, come on, man. I ain't never said my listen. My phone gets rid of my shit.
She's like, I got my shit on auto delete.
Dead ass. Man, listen, I couldn't log into my fucking emails.
Yeah, no. That's crazy.
Man, I don't know. I just think that you gotta treat people better, man. You only treat people with
yeah, all that like super fast. I love him. Talking again about our homie, right? Like, oh my God, I'm gonna make him love me. He's gonna marry me, man.
Have a seat.
Take a number, man, because there's like 7 of you. Like, for fuck's sake.
Listen, man, don't talk so bad about so many good people that have always been good to us, never treated us wrong, right? And it's just wild. But anyway, hey, I do got a question. Is Wilder still in there?
I think Wyona's still in here.
Hey, ask her what platform she uses to stream from.
What platform do you use to stream from?
Does she do any like OBS type shit or
OBS?
Yeah, it's
not sure what OBS is, but do you do OBS stuff? Why am I repeating it like they can't fucking hear you? You're on camera.
Probably because I look like I'm busy.
Hey, you smoked and I didn't get to smoke.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. My bad.
That's all right. I mean, I ain't smoked all day. I'm not missing much.
What?
What? What?
Man, my bad.
What, baby?
I'm fine.
Sure, you rolled it and then you smoked it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
There's no. Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Good, baby. Good.
Man, listen.
Oh yeah, you rolled it, but
Man,
yes, I do. Because you look so comfortable smoking it. I was just like, and I was eating, so I was like, meh. She said, yes, I do, but haven't live streamed yet.
What is she? Ask her which one.
Probably that OBS thing that you was talking about. It's set up on my old account and got to get it switched. Okay. What is OBS?
It's like this. What the fuck is that shit? It's like a platform or something that you can stream from, and it allows like these plugins and things like that. So you can do sound effects, like all the shit that goes with this stream deck.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to do that. You know what I mean? So it's just like a platform that hooks up to. Because YouTube don't have all that shit.
Listen, I'm going to need anybody that might be in here, any of the four of you that are joining us right this second. If any of you know how to function or how to fucking train my man with the fucking stream deck and the sound effects so that he can use them when we do these lives, I would greatly appreciate it because literally he like sits at this computer all day trying to figure out the goddamn sounds, and then like whatever reason.
If you're on this, if you pop on this at any time, you're liable to see one of us being live. Legit.
Dude, I got hella black circles under my eyes.
Do you?
I do. But yeah, listen. Key to the game is like just respect each other, give each other space, you know, allow each other to have the feelings that the other person has, and fucking try not to like internalize every motherfucking thing. That's my thing. Like I internalize everything.
You gotta give each other space to work shit out though, man. When you internalize everything, it really doesn't give a motherfucker space to work anything out. Like, because it switches from, you know, an issue that I'm dealing with to now I gotta deal with your issue. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna tell you, she was talking about how I like I let her know whenever like an ex contacts me or whatever, right? It ain't easy. Like, I don't enjoy it. I just do it because it's the right thing, right? Because I can see that she doesn't like it, right? And it's just like, but
wait, what isn't easy? Telling me?
Yeah, it's not easy all the time. You know what I mean? But I do it because it's the right thing, and I know that like it's just a respectful. I'll respect you. So despite my discomfort, right, I am going to do what the right thing is, because I know that if you found out otherwise, right, then you will feel disrespected. You may not suspect anything, right, but you're going to feel some type of way. Like, I thought we had an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah. Here's the thing too, though, is that like if I talk to, like, for example, I have an ex that's really, I don't know, I guess he's kind of like an ex. We talked off and on for like 7 years, but he's in a whole other country. And occasionally he'll message me, he'll ask about my daughter, you know, or he'll say something's going on back home with his mom or with his family or whatever, and I'll respond. And there's been times where that happens, and I tell Oja, and Oja's like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And so then I'm like, should I be telling him every time dude reaches out too, or does he not care? And so then there's that, because he does like talk to me and is totally transparent with me about anytime an ex contacts him or he talks to, whoever or whatever, right? He does tell me. So
For me, I just don't give a shit, right? Because listen, like I told you, baby. Uh, so we'll just be repeating it because it's on this shit right here. But I told you this before, right? Listen, I know my value. I know my value as your man, as a man, as your man, right? I know that I do bring something to the table. Otherwise, I wouldn't be around, right? And I know it's valuable because of the way you feel about me, right? So if you cheat on me, I know that I'm going to take that from you.
that you're gonna what?
I'm going to take it from you. I'm leaving. I'm out. See you later. So you can talk to whoever you want to talk to. I trust you implicitly. You have never given me any reasons to not trust you. I mean, you don't like. I don't know. You just don't. You don't seem like, you know what I mean, that you hurt me like that. But I'm just telling you, if you do,
No, I know what that shit feels like. I would never.
man, listen, I know, right? Like, why don't people should consider that? Like, you're about to fuck somebody's, you're gonna fuck somebody else's marriage up, including your own marriage, right? Like, why wouldn't you just think about the pain that's going to be passed around?
Yeah.
That would turn me off.
Yeah. No. Like I know what that shit feels like. I would never want anybody to go through that pain, man. You fucking doubt yourself. You start thinking like I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. Like what about me made it so that he had to look somewhere else? Like it's like a
Yeah.
whole ass mind fuck, right? Um
Hey, listen, I want to jump off here because I'm getting bored. But listen, do me a favor. Tell us how we can make our shit better. Like I need advice. I'm still working on this OBS Streamlab. I don't know, man. It's just a whole nightmare,
did you
right?
read what Wyona put?
I didn't. I didn't see it.
Oh,
Well, I'm not even on there.
So OBS is a streaming/screen recording program. I use it to record shit for my vids, but can use it to live stream on YouTube and Twitch. People on Twitch use it to do vids while playing games.
Hey, listen.
You can do it on YouTube too. I have a playlist of videos I save that explain that shit. I'll send it to you on break. Okay.
All right, bet. Do that. Listen, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hit me up tomorrow too, man, if you think about it. Hit me up tomorrow. Hit me up tomorrow. Like, call me up because I'm gonna need your help. Listen, so check this out. I finally got it downloaded, man, after a whole 2 ass weeks. Man, listen, we had this Elgato Stream Deck for like 2 weeks, right? And I've been, man, just trying to figure out how to download these stinking programs and install them on this super protected computer, man. NASA couldn't get into this fucking thing, man.
Well, listen
Man,
here.
you, I got firewall upon VPN, and then I got another VPN, and it's just like, man, come on, man. God, what?
Fucking James Bond ass over here. Can't no one find him, pinpoint him, nothing.
Hell no. Listen, you guys gotta
Thank you.
get up on that Proton VPN, right? It bounces you off to like 16. Well, for 4. I think it's $4.99 a month, right? That bounces you off like 16,000 different servers. It's legit, dead ass. But anyway, yeah, if you can help me out with that, I had to do some WebSocket downloading, whatever. I don't know what that is even. And then now I finally got it linked up, right? Finally got the OBS downloaded. Not the Streamlabs. This is just the OBS Studios, right? This is the keys, the function keys for this Stream Deck, right? So I finally got it all downloaded. I finally got the fucking keys active, right? And now it says update WebSocket, and I'm just like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Wyona says she has a date tomorrow.
Oh, do you really?
Exciting.
Listen, fucking good luck. Yeah, man.
Exciting. Good luck.
Good luck. Don't fall too quick. Man, listen,
Take
if I was you, I'd make that motherfucker go through the paces, dead ass.
Yep.
Make it pay for dinner. Every man should pay for dinner. So, well, except for me. But listen, Every man should make this motherfucker treat you the way you want to be treated. Let that expectation be known off dribble, right? Don't let him think one thing. Oh, it's gonna be an easy slide through, right? And then switch up on him. Let him know, like, no, you're gonna work for this. You're gonna make me, you're gonna make me respect you, and I'm gonna make you respect me. That's how I do it. Might even call out. You should call off on him. Like, man, I got other shit to do. I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Man, baby, what the fuck? If somebody did that shit to you, would you be calling them again for a date?
Probably.
He's lying. Baby.
Well, I mean, I got shit to do though. Like, I always got something. When I was back home, I always had something to do. I always had somebody to go see, somebody to fucking hang out with. So that's a little different.
Okay.
No, I'm just talking shit. Don't do that. Listen, I don't have no dating etiquette. Ask her how my dating etiquette is. I'm like a caveman.
That's what I love about him. Fucking good old Barney Rubble. Or Fred Flintstone. No, wrong cartoon.
Like that.
There, he wasn't a caveman. I'm good.
I hit this.
I just hit it. I literally just hit it. Yes, I fucking did, you guys. I just hit it.
Here.
Yeah, with a native dude. We reconnected after 7 years. Oh.
Smokey, toke. Hey, man, roll over, man. Listen, put that on this ball. Put that motherfucking thing out this ball.
No.
Roll your dumb ass over.
Fucking.
Man, listen, this dog, we got to do a surgery on this dog. We got to get a surgery done on this dog. $2,000 fucking dollars. Man, listen. No, I'm already.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a whole ass hour. I will, baby. Yes, I will right now. I'll turn it right on you. Okay, love? I love you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Do you?
I really do.
All right, you guys. We'll see you next time when we talk about relationship vibes in the safe house.
Yeah, but listen, we're going to go live again. Like, what is today?
Today's Wednesday.
Oh, we're going to go live Saturday. Or wait, what?
Hi. What?
Today's Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Hump day! Hump day!
All right, guys. Relationship vibes in the safe house. We are your hosts.
I'm not throwing gang signs right now. I'm throwing motherfucking gang signs.
We are your hosts, Wilma and Fred Flintstone. Fucking weirdo. Okay, bye guys. See you later. Man, listen here.